Welcome to FIFA Predicts, predicting the big games in the football world via the medium of FIFA 20, computer versus computer. Today it's Liverpool versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Now, the demo only has the Champions League in the evening. It's the Premier League during the daytime.
I wish you told me that. That confused the hell out of me.
So, Liverpool, they set out their stall early. It was a stall of fresh fruit and vegetables, wonderful to look at, to touch and to smell. But Trent AlexanderArnold, just at the last minute, wellied a giant pumpkin over the bar and into the crowd.
It was a bit embarrassing, wasn't it? It was akin to all the cool kids were playing nice, close, inter-passing football, and then someone they didn't know went, "Can I have a go?" And they were too embarrassed to say no.
Trent AlexanderArnold, number 66. Is that a tribute to the World Cup in 1966? Why does he have that number?
You'd think so, but it's not. It's the age of his pet horse.
He's got a horse?
Yes, he has the oldest horse in the world.
66 years old?
Yes.
Is that horse years or
No,
human?
Human years.
What's the name of the horse?
Roy Evans.
The former manager of Liverpool and player as well, the boot room
Yes,
days.
that's right, yes.
So Roy Evans is younger than the horse.
Roy Evans, the player and former manager, is named after the horse.
So
It's a famous horse in that area.
then Chelsea, they'd soaked up the early pressure like a giant sponge in the shape of Frank Lampard's face. Brilliant that Frank Lampard shows his faith in youth.
His face.
No, his faith
You
in
were
use.
talking about his face.
What I'm trying to say is, Ian, they had a disastrous transfer window where they weren't allowed to buy anyone for reasons no one can remember. And as a result, they've only got 300 players.
It's tragic.
Then Liverpool were suddenly level with a mesmeric solo effort from Mo Salah. Now, this is a bit of a double bluff of a goal, isn't it? Because he said in recent weeks, "I'll be more selfless." So that must have played on Chelsea defenders' minds. They were expecting him to pass.
They were, yeah. I actually feel very sorry for Sadio Mane here. It set their relationship back a few weeks. Sure, Salah scores an amazing goal. He dribbles around everyone. It's goal of the season, blah, blah, blah. What he should have done is pass to Mane to shoot wide.
Then controversy. Matip felled in the box like a giant football tree. Was it a penalty, Ian?
Well, I've looked at it 100 times, Anthony, and I just cannot see it.
No, that's not the penalty. That's actually a picture of Mini Driver eating toast.
Is it?
The footage is just there of the penalty.
Stonewall penalty.
It's a Stonewall penalty. Klopp, he reacts in a funny way. He says the word Hoffman.
Yes.
Hoffman. What does that mean?
It's odd. We think he's referencing the deceased actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, and I think that's an obscure way of suggesting Abraham's dive was theatrical.
How good was that penalty, though, Ian? Penalties have had a rough time of it recently,
Yes.
and it's great for penalties to be celebrated again.
It's great that penalties are back in fashion, because for a while, Pogba, Kane, Rashford, they were all trying to perfect the art of missing, and that would have been through Jorginho's mind as he stepped up.
Is it more difficult to miss than score, though, nowadays? With goals getting bigger and keepers actually getting smaller. The average keeper now is no bigger than a cat.
They're shrinking, for sure, and we don't know why.
Then late in the game, a speculative shot from Naby Keita. Again, another pumpkin over the bar. A waste of pumpkins.
Yeah, there's a lot of pumpkins in that Anfield car park, for sure.
It's Stamford Bridge, Ian.
Well, that's how wild the shot was. It landed in the car park at Anfield.
So, 2-1 to Chelsea. Now, competition time. Predict the score of the real game in the comments section below. Get it right, and you'll win this prize.
Adam Lallana is with us backstage, and he's just coughed into my hands. So if you win, I will pop his air into a jiffy bag.
And just to prove it's a cough from Adam Lallana, there we are. There we are. Unmistakable. You go and get that cough. And congratulations to last week's winners. You know who you are. See you next time on FIFA Predicts. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.